Oh no, that's recording.
So we're back again. We had another problem.
A malfunction.
Another malfunction. The iPad falling onto the table.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is what this is all about. It's about just moving forward. No, this is all about. I'm not actually sure what this is all about. We're not even sure what this is all about.
No. Well, it's just about our take on stuff.
Yeah.
On life, art, and anything really.
And fate. And watches that. So this is my favourite coffee mug. Well, it's not actually my favourite. I have a pink one.
And it's really
For breakfast.
a little teacup. Because
But this is my
this is a
afternoon
proper
coffee.
cup.
This is my afternoon
That's
coffee
a
mug.
proper cup.
And I didn't. Yeah, maybe we can talk about.
Yeah.
So this is our little afternoon break, which sometimes we have in the morning. Sometimes we have in the morning and the afternoon. Sometimes we have for most of the afternoon.
Yeah. Depending.
Or as we like to call them, business meetings.
Lisa likes to say
Call
that
them
a
business
lot.
meetings. Yeah.
She
But
likes
if-
to justify our
Yeah.
little talks.
But in fact, quite a lot of things go on, don't they?
Yeah.
Quite a lot of learning.
Well, the thing is, before Lisa joined, because basically, so we're both at workshops, which are in East Sussex, and there's a few artists here, and actually it's a really lovely community. But now Lisa's come on board.
It's lovelier.
Well, actually, no, it is. It's really nice because we are quite similar, and so we like to talk nonsense quite a lot. But not just that, we like to bounce ideas off
Yeah.
each other. So we're always kind of going into his
I was using fluorescent pink one day, and it's
Yeah.
like, wow,
Yeah.
that's so.
Yeah, we found that obviously because we're now both painters, because Lisa's doing the painting thing, it's really good because we can bounce ideas off each other.
And tools and
Yeah,
we're quite, the thing is we're quite different.
I
Which
just
is-
said we're really similar.
No, we're
Okay.
okay. So we're similar, but we're very different. I think our style of painting. Although I say that it's
Well, we have a similar colour palette.
we have this. I would say we have in a lot of ways. Yeah, it is a similar colour palette.
You're abstract. Your work is more abstract than mine, and I'm trying to become more abstract because
You're sort of what do you call yourself? Realism abstract.
Abstract realism.
Abstract.
Abstract realism,
Yeah,
which I've
whereas-
actually coined a phrase from someone else, but
Okay.
hey, it doesn't matter.
Whereas I'm more get the piece of paper and just chuck stuff at it, sort of abstract, and then you refine it, and then
Yeah,
it becomes
but it's not just that, is it? Because Lisa's paintings are absolutely lovely, and she spends a lot of time on them. So
lots and lots of layers.
don't you? It's
Yeah.
not just a matter of
No.
throwing paint on.
Maybe stage one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
stage
but
one.
it's lots of different stages, and it's
and
quite
then it gets
interesting.
refined and refined. after
So
that.
I have seen a big change in you over the past few months, and you've become much more confident, and
Yeah.
you're trying all these things out, which happens as an artist.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the things we're going to talk about
Oh, that
is
someone didn't stir. Okay, so one of the things is when you make a cup of coffee, a cappuccino bag, it's very important to stir the paste, or at the end you get little granules of milk. So yeah.
okay.
Anyway, you were saying.
I wonder who did that. What I was going to say is maybe in some episodes in the future, I think we may cover. We may cover about. I can't speak
We
properly.
might do some.
We're
painting.
actually both dyslexic.
Well,
Dyslexic.
I'm not
even.
actually sure. I think.
No, don't say that.
You certainly are.
Okay, and you. No, we both are.
I'm on a
Okay.
spectrum, whichever spectrum that is.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure if there's a name for my spectrum.
All right, but that's how we cover our bases.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
certainly some things
But
going
what-
on in there.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is that how, for example, my journey because it's all about me. No, not really.
Half of it is.
No, about how things changed for me during lockdown, because I was very lucky enough to be able to carry on working in my studio. And actually, as a consequence of that, I've developed this new style.
Yeah.
And actually, it's also been inspiring watching Lisa, because she's abstract, and that's kind of more the way
You've
that I
got
want
a lot
to go.
looser and experimental as well.
Definitely. And it's having
Yeah.
that time, because I didn't have the time pressure of supplying to galleries.
And this is an interesting thing too, really, about experimenting and sometimes stopping, because it's easy to just experiment, and I spent many years doing many different things.
Yeah.
Experimenting with different media processes, getting so far and then going on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And some people who know me would say they've heard this before, but I feel now I'm stopping.
Yeah.
For at least 10 years.
Yeah. I think
20 years or a lifetime. Yeah, there comes a point where I think it's important to just stop and do less, but then experiment more within a very small field. And I found that liberating to just be working with paint, although I also now are bringing in a few other things, but and even a limited colour palette or so it's
that makes
noise. No, I think it's just a carpenter.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but see, what you're doing now is you're doing a lot of experimenting, but you're doing it within a nice framework of tools and well, I did the main bit of experimenting, which was outside my comfort zone during lockdown. So now, refining.
Refining. That's a good
I've just seen you've got one of my other favourite colours here. See, so this is interesting when we said we had a similar colour palette. So I just pulled these out on the table. There was no pre-planning. So we've got here some beautiful, look at that, fluorescent orange.
It doesn't look fluorescent on there, though, does
but
it?
It is very fluorescent. And I have to say, I think it might not be quite as exciting as fluorescent pink, but it is actually
and
might
also
be as
exciting
exciting
with fluorescent pink.
Yeah, it is exciting
because both of us use these fluorescent paints.
Yeah, in different ways. Yeah, and the other
but
one,
just a hint.
and it just sounds. It's interesting, about similar color palettes. So this is another one of the most beautiful colors in the world. I don't know how to say it though. We probably won't try and say it. We'll just let you see it.
Yeah, you can interpret it.
Beautiful colour.
Yeah.
Beautiful colour. And we could do a whole thing on colour.
Yeah. So basically,
Brushes.
This is just going to be about. So this is about things that we sort of come up against in our daily lives as artists, isn't it?
Really sure whether these were going to be little talks, but already this little talk I think is turning into a medium talk.
Actually, you've just reminded me on another subject that I want to touch on in future episodes.
All that coffee.
Yes, do that, because otherwise I'm going to forget what I'm saying.
Yeah. We should have little notes here.
We should actually.
We need a pencil.
But before I forget, and I think I've forgotten now.
Just wrong. So it was about inspiring to paint.
No, I know what it was. Is that you don't have to have been to art college or done an arts degree at university to be a good artist.
Maybe we should have started here.
Well, this is something that we can talk about in subsequent episodes, because I think actually it's quite an interesting topic. And the reason why I thought about that is I heard a conversation the other day about exactly the same thing, and I thought, oh gosh, I'm so glad you said that. I would definitely like to touch. You never stop learning.
And also there's things that you've picked up that I use. There's things that I use.
Like, for example, the shapers. I've been using the shapers. I wasn't using shapers before.
Yeah.
But
I don't even know. What are they called? Anyway,
I don't know. Tools, yeah.
Yeah, there's...
Do you think that we should leave it there?
Yeah.
And let people digest because
the thing is, what I was going to say is there's so much to talk about.
That's another topic.
Good
oh
days,
my
bad
God.
So I tell you what
Yes.
today's topic is. Okay, today's topic is topics. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
today's topic is we're thinking about topics to talk about.
Yeah.
And see, it's taken us 20 minutes to get here, but for any of you who are still here, today's topics is topics. So we'll talk about, whether we both have different backgrounds.
Yeah, yeah.
We're both
So perhaps in the
not in the same place, but on the same-ish road.
yes.
Not
Not literally, because you're from Australia.
No, but we're on the same,
Yeah.
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 So, and
Yeah.
we can talk about tools, process, and maybe show a few things that we do. As I
And
said, because we have very different
yeah,
ways of doing things.
techniques.
We can talk about the good days and bad days. The days where you
Yeah.
wake up and think, "What's the point of it?"
And also this is another topic. Another topic
okay.
is every painting, well, in my experience, and I think
Every
yours,
painting.
goes through an ugly stage
Oh,
where you absolutely hate it.
Do you have the? I didn't know you had the ugly stage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And do you know what I would say? That is
Have you just deleted that?
no. I just put
Oh.
ugly stage. I think you know what that was. I don't know if I should say it here. I learnt that at an online thing, which maybe in the future we can put links to. But
Okay.
that was pretty important for me,
Yeah.
knowing the ugly stage.
Yeah. To actually
That-
recognise that.
Yeah, and that you often start a painting, and it's just amazing, and
And also,
it's amazing. And the trick is to keep going,
yeah.
and
But also to keep going, but on the other hand, not overwork it too.
yeah, I would
So
say
there's-
that one of the, I know we have to go soon, but one of the. Again, that's very important because I'm very good at the ugly stage of. I'm very good at. I've made something good. I can smash it and know it'll be okay. What I'm very bad at is stopping. So I go from the nice stage to the ugly stage to the. It's looking pretty good stage, and then I think, well, we'll just like slap something on it and take it one step further.
Yeah.
And actually, it was you came in one day when I was
Yeah,
literally just
yeah.
about to do that.
Oh
And
yeah.
said don't, and
Yeah.
for some reason I'm still not quite sure, I did listen. I took it home, cut it, mounted it on board, and yeah, it was
It's one of my favourite paintings.
yeah, it's one of my favourites in
Yeah.
a way because
Yeah.
the ugly stage, it's important not to do 5 paintings in one
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. And we will be showing you some of our work
Yeah.
so you can kind of understand, what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Um,
But first we might need to get a stand to hold the iPad up
Yes.
because at the moment it's resting surrounded
on a
by
paint roller.
on a paint roller surrounded by things when it falls off.
Yeah. So anyway, this has been fun.
Yeah.
And we look forward to,
We'll try and do one a week.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you could give it the thumbs up if you've liked it.
but if you haven't,
Don't
don't
put
give
a
it the
thumbs
thumbs down. Because this is, we all have to just start.
Yeah. We've all got to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
And we think that...
What do we think?
I don't know.
We think something.
What do we think?
I'm not quite sure what we think.
We think that you might like what we've got to say.
So,
On that note-
to show you how organised we are, these are our topics.
Which are upside down.
Are they?
Are they?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
Inside out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.